was about to just die. Like, this was the scariest moment I've ever had in trucking, and trust me, I've had a couple scary moments, but this one by far was the one that I didn't know how it would turn out. I just didn't know what would possibly happen, because it just wasn't about me alone in that situation. Like, I dead ass broke down in the Tennessee mountains. But y'all know how it is. Let's get into it, y'all. What's up, y'all? Happy Memorial Day. If you're out having fun, good for you. I'm out here trucking it. I did have some time to relax though, but today I had to make sure I got to the piston location to finally get this alignment checked out. It's my first time coming over here, and they weren't lying. It is tight over here. It is really, really tight, but whatever. I'm finally getting my alignment checked out, and I'm praying that it will just all go well, and I can just feel at ease when I'm pulling the tank from today. I have a load to pick up. It's scheduled for 11:30. I was told it was already ready, but either way I'll still be good because I'm heading back to Long Island and it's not that far away, so it should be a good day. Let's have our fingers crossed. It's a good day. So I'm just over here about to check in and find out where I need to go to get my alignment sorted out. So let's just get into the video, y'all. Y'all know I love to talk. Let me just What's up, my YouTube family? Famba Famwagwan, it's your girl Just Trucking It Tati, and I'm coming to you with a new video. And this one, I've been supposed to make it, but no time than the present, right? No better time than the present. So right now I'm parked up over Pittston. It's my first time over here. I'm getting the alignment finally checked out on the truck, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use the time wisely and just go ahead and tell this story. Y'all, I broke down on the I-75 South on the right lane in the Tennessee mountain going towards Oneida, Tennessee. I think that was like exit 141, y'all. You know them loads that you just feel weird about? You know you probably should have just rejected those loads, but you took it anyway because you're trying to be like, you're just trying to stay on point, you know? You don't want to start rejecting loads right as you start the lease. Prime drivers, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You want to build like a good rapport with your dispatcher, FM, whatever, fleet manager. And I took this load and I heard some stuff about this load. Someone rejected the load or whatever. I tried to inquire if there was something wrong with it. But I'm new, I'm a rookie. I don't know too much about, you know, not taking a certain product. This product was chocolate liquor. It was my first time hauling chocolate liquor. And I was coming from, let me see, Mars in Chicago, Illinois to Mars in Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm sorry, y'all, my eyes so watery. Woo! Anyways, so the load was sketchy from the jump, right? But I took it anyways because, like I mentioned before, so the shipper already was issues, right? But y'all, I thugged it out. I got to I-75 South, and what's so funny about this is that I've driven this route so many times doing drive-in and reefer. I drove this through the night. You know that part where you're going close to that white cross in Tennessee where it's like it illuminates, like it's bright and stuff or whatever? You know what I'm talking about. That big cross, when you see it, you be like, oh my god, epiphany, because that's how I always feel. So I parked up because I was just like over it. The chocolate liquor, y'all, it was heavy as hell. When I say heavy, y'all, I think it was like 48,000, right? It was heavy as hell. And the surge, honestly, the surge wasn't too much, but whenever it hit real hard, right? Man, when I was driving up in those mountains, and you know how high of an upgrade, how it is, the upgrades are, and the downgrades, and it's a lot of curves. When I was driving for a minute, y'all, I had to creep because I felt like that tank was about to just fall over. I thought it was about to just whoo and go downhill, but I got through it. And for a minute, I said, you know what? Let me park up by a rest area and just take a freaking break and reset because this is too much now. But when I got there wasn't any parking spots, so I drove out to the exit ramp and I parked up for a little bit, and I was talking to a prime driver as well, prime tanker driver at that moment, right? So I'm there contemplating, should I go, should I stay, should I go, should I stay? Now mind you, this particular load, it was sketchy for the most part for me because it was a 1-day delivery. And normally for us as tanker drivers, we don't really have 1 day. It's normally like 2 days to get our load done. So to me, I felt like it was a rush delivery on this particular load. I'm not sure what transpired before, but it seemed rushed to me. But I took it, knowing damn well I shouldn't. Sorry for cursing. I shouldn't, because honestly, the speed, the mountains, I'm already like gonna be slowed down, right? So at the end, I told dispatch that there's no way this load gonna be there today, blah blah whatever, and they changed the delivery time, right? So I'm like, you know what, let me move from here and just drive to an actual different rest area, or see if I can just get to the shipper and park up there, right? Man, I tell you no lie, 5 minutes into pulling off and going up in the mountains from that rest area, my truck shut off. It shut off totally on the right lane going uphill. I was so distraught. I didn't know what happened. My friend was on the phone, thankfully, with me at the time, and he was just like, oh, you're coolant. Biggest lesson I've learned since doing tankers in transit heat, that when you're in a particular mountain, going up a lot of mountains, that basically it's a pressure, right? It's a pressure, and there's a valve on the trailer that will release the coolant. Y'all, all my coolant released from my truck. And when I tell you, I'm watching all of the trucks coming fast as hell uphill, and the cars, I had to blow my air horn. I had to stay on my air horn continuously just so they would get the point, because I was trying to get out to put my triangles out. It took me a while before I got out that truck and could put my 3 triangles out. You feel me? Because it was a busy uphill area, and it was daytime, right? My friend advised me to call the trooper. I did not want to call the trooper, y'all, because it was Blitz Week. I'm like, ain't no way I'm gonna call the trooper for Blitz Week for them to just mess with me, right? I've been avoiding Blitz Week the whole time, right? Listen, I had to call the trooper eventually. I called the trooper. What happened is that he went to a different exit, but it was due to the directions that I gave, because they thought I was at the 141 exit for Oneida, but I was approaching that exit, so he had to go around. By the time the trooper got there, I managed to get out, put my triangles out, started putting coolant. It was so bad, y'all, because I had to get the coolant from the storage, which is on the left hand side of my truck, and that's where the other lane, right, the left lane, they have to pass on that lane. It was a oversized hauler that came around, and he stopped right to the left of me to block traffic for a minute to help me get my coolant in. So what happened is, he thought I only needed 1 bottle. So once he saw me done with the 1 bottle, he pulled off, y'all. And I needed 3 bottles. That's how drained I was. I needed 3 bottles of coolant to fill back my truck up. And I had to go inside, like, you know the little gap right there in the hood of the truck? I had to stand in that section and put those other 2 in while all those trucks and cars was passing me on the left. By the time the trooper got there, I got everything done. But I still asked him to help me, like, just spot me, just help me get to a shoulder or something, right? So he helped me. I said, officer, I did not want to call you because it's Blitz Week. He's like, I know, but you have to be safe. And that's what my friend told me at the time. It's better to be safe, you know what I'm saying? And it was a scary situation, y'all. Like, I don't ever want to be in that situation. And it's not because I'm not following, like, the safety procedures. Even though the triangles were out, they came up so close to me, but I can't fault them. They're in the motion of running. Yo, he helped me, follow me to the next exit, and there was like a shoulder, but it wasn't really a shoulder, but there was a truck parked up there. And I'm telling him I'm gonna stop right here. So he's like, okay, are you sure? You feel safe? Whatever. I said, I feel safe, but I'm gonna just take a break right here and then try and find like a rest area to just do my sleeper. When I pulled up to the shoulder, it's one of them shoulder where it's like it's half and then the other part is like a soft shoulder. And I saw how the other trailer was bent over, and I said, hell no. I said, officer, I'm just gonna thug it out and get to a proper rest area or a truck stop, because right about now this chocolate liquor is so heavy, I ain't taking no chances. So I finally got to the rest area, y'all, and I was able to park up and sleep. And I think I got up and I started running like around maybe 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. in the morning. I got to the receiver on time and everything. But even so, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. when I was running with that product, I'm not lying. That chocolate liquor was so heavy. Like, I had to be so cautious, y'all. So cautious. But I'm so happy I got out of that situation. Like, if anyone saw that truck, if anyone saw that truck on the I-75 South, here I am. But I didn't even get to record anything because in the moment I'm like, why the hell would I even be focused on recording anything? This is a scary situation. All I'm thinking about, I need to get my coolant level back up and drive off and get the hell out the way. So everything was accomplished. I got that done. I got to my freaking my delivery and everything. I'm cursing a lot right now because I'm just remembering how chaotic that day was. I got to my delivery and it was all good to go ahead, and after that I went to Savannah, Georgia. I have like a little clip so y'all can know I was not lying. It was just the front of my truck just showing the cars and the trucks passing me. Like, you can tell, you're gonna see my hood popped up, so I'm gonna add that for you. But y'all, I have learned that biggest lesson. So now when I'm going up in any kind of mountains, I don't even run in transit heat. I need to get a plug because it was recommended for me to get a plug to put in to close that valve. I'm still waiting on one of my co-workers or whatever, Corey, aka Corey, to send me the picture of the actual plug that I need to use in those moments. But now that it's so warm, I haven't been using in transit heat that much, or I use it like every now and then. I keep it on, then I turn it off. If I know I'm approaching like a certain like PA or one of them places, I turn it off until I reach a certain route, then I'll turn it back on. But that taught me a big lesson. One, I don't think I'll be taking chocolate liquor, which I hear we don't get that much. So I'm not messing with chocolate liquor, okay? I'm not messing with that. That's one. Two, if I see Tennessee, I ain't doing it. But I'm Northeast Regional again, so that helps me. I don't have to really deal with that air anymore. But y'all, Virginia, I still have to PA in certain areas. Maryland. It was bad. But I'm not going to drag it out. It's supposed to be a short video for you guys. I just want to share it because I figured other new tanker drivers, you know, it's good for them to know about it. And funny enough, I remember I spoke to several drivers and they told me that it happened to them as well. So at first I was just like, but it's a known thing. It actually has happened. One driver, he's now a yard jockey. He told me that basically it happened to him 4 times. And another bonus to let you know, I went to AAK in Port of Newark and I was doing my pre-trip. The back valve, the steam valve right there in the back of the trailer on the right hand side, I checked it, but I didn't touch it to make sure it was closed all the way. When I hooked up my in-transit heat lines, y'all, I looked on the ground, coolant flowing down because that valve was not closed. And normally that day I was trying to just get out, but that's what happened. Haste makes waste, because if I just had touched the valve to make sure that it was fully closed, I would be fine. So I think whenever they washed they finished loading the trailer, or I don't know if it's from the wash point, they didn't close the valve all the way. But again, it's on me to actually make sure all of that is together and closed. So that's another thing. I have to make sure that uphill mountain areas, I turn off my in-transit heat. And then also, before I hook up my in-transit heat line and turn it on, I need to make sure that steam valve in the back is closed. So for any new tanker driver, that's a possibility for you. But the plug, I heard it works very well, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple plugs just to keep with me at all times now. But luckily it's approaching, like, it's summertime, it's warm. Well, it's approaching summer, or is it summer? I don't know. Either way, it's warm, so I don't have to worry about that too much. But winter time is something that I really need to make sure I remember. But I'm gonna cut this video right here, y'all, and I'm gonna add in a little bonus clip for y'all. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm sharing all of my disappointing moments with you guys. Don't go hard at me in the comments. I want to thank you so much for watching my channel and supporting my channel. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to end this here. Peace out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. When I say I never want to be in no ish like this again, I never want to be in no ish like this again. Y'all, this was scary. It was scary. And realistically, nobody pays attention to triangles or anything. But I get it. It was a weird situation. But Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, this day I was shooketh, but I'm so happy that I got everything sorted out and I was able to get my coolant in and just get back going. But lesson learned, I'm staying away from Tennessee with any heavy tanker. I'm staying away from it. I don't think I need to be up in these mountains. Nope, not in these parts anymore. I used to run hard up here. You heard that? Hard. Yeah, I used to run hard, and now it's just like I ain't with it. This was also something to make note of. I've had a couple trailers that did this, like with it dripping from here. That's just the part that I connect my in-transit heat lines to. So I just made a video of it just so I can tell them when I dropped off the trailer. I had to literally put buckets right there just to catch my coolant, because I ain't wasting no coolant out here anymore. Like I'm over it. So this coolant matter, y'all. I'm learning a lot when it comes to this. So that in-transit heat, yeah, I'm gonna be cool off that for a little minute. Here you go. See my little buckets right there? Safety first. I have so many clips, and this was a situation I was trying to tell y'all about where it drained out because that steam valve in the back was left a little bit open. Like, I'm gonna show y'all right now the valve I'm talking about. So another lesson for me is not just pass it and look at it. I need to tap it to make, see, now it's fully closed. I fixed it. There goes the warning sign right there. So it was a little bit open and I lost coolant once again, but it ain't gonna happen. Twice is enough. It will not happen again. I promise you that.